Hello and welcome. The cool thing is, I have multiple flannels. Whoa, this looks fucking sick. Hold up. I have this purple light, as y'all know, but my favorite playmat of all time just looks so cool in the purple light. Hold up. This doesn't really transfer, so y'all can't really see this super well, but the greens. Oh, there's no good way for me to see this. Anyways, just believe that this looks somehow even more awesome with the purple light. Like, this is by far my favorite playmat of all time. Just amazing art. I'm somebody who's way too hyper, and so when I'm playing Magic, it's nice to have somebody sternly looking at you, telling you, "Hey, don't miss your triggers. Don't miss your triggers." And I think this is the perfect guy. If you want to not miss your triggers, get a playmat that reminds you not to miss your triggers. It helps. All right. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Goblin Leader podcast. And today we're going to be playing Pioneer. We're going to be playing a little bit Momir Rig. But before we start, I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. It's the new year. It's crazy that we're already in January. 2026 is flying by. It's almost halfway through January already. And it really just means the world to me that y'all are here, that y'all interact with me. You know, it's nice to have people to talk to at the end of the day. And I just got home from work a little bit a while ago, ate some raw garlic because I'm not feeling the greatest, knocked out my shorts, and now we get to play some Magic. I couldn't think of a more beautiful thing to do. All right. I think that right now, this Pioneer Goblins list, it's okay. We're playing Gruul because we're trying to abuse Collected Company, but Krenko might be the strongest thing to be doing in Pioneer, so we're going to have to figure out whether or not that's, preferable to Collected Company. Collected Company gives us the ability to have some resiliency to a board wipe, and it's better against control. Krenko is just much better in the mid-range and aggro matchups because it not only gives you good attackers, but it also makes you a bajillion blockers. So we'll see whether or not we're going to miss Krenko. We're currently, I believe, 2-2. We have 2 wins, and then we have played 4 total games. If we get one more win, we finish 3-2, which is net positive. If we lose another one, we're negative, which means that we probably have to make some changes to the deck. And then we're going to play some Momir Vig, which is a really interesting way to play Magic. Momir Vig is personally one of my favorite things to be doing. It's kind of like if you took your cards, and you can play Momir Vig in person as well. You shuffle up a bunch of random cards that you own but you never play. And you put them in a face down stack arranged by CMC. So you have a bunch of different piles from 0 to 20. It's not 20. 15 may be the highest. And every turn you each have a deck of lands, and it doesn't matter what your lands are. You play a land, and then you have access to 1 mana for any 1-drop in that pile. And then you just go up the curve, and you play Momir Vig style in paper, which is super cool. But it's also a lot of fun online because you don't have to worry about shuffling the cards. You don't have to worry about any duplicates. So the random generator actually does all that for you. And sometimes the longest part of playing your league is waiting for your opponent to show up. Oh, got some tissues here. We might talk about the new Lorwyn spoilers that came out. Actually, I can pull that up while we wait. guess spoiler would probably have them in order. All right. Not this hand, that's for sure. Go to much better. Bottom of the 3-drop we can't cast. Okay, we're getting attacked by. I was so excited to say it was a goblin. This looks like the Rakdos sacrifice deck. Let's get Bastronaut down. I can go Bastronaut into Loyalist Bastronaut and then play a Lord the following turn if we don't draw our third land. I really want to save this Horde Master till super late game. They can choose not to attack. No blocks. It's just the best use of our mana. Attack with the Bastronaut. Push the Legion Loyalist, that's fine. Second Blood Tithe Harvester. No blocks. If they want to race, we can race. Here's a Lord. Put you to 13. From Alama, one of the things I've learned from a long time of playing Red is that you never underestimate the speed at which your opponent can apply pressure. Almost always, it's easy for anybody with removal to underestimate the ability of your opponent to close the game. So I prefer to always err on the side of caution and just like try to play the game as slow as possible, be as safe as possible at all times. It usually just leads to better outcomes. So I can go to combat. I can attack with the Bastronaut. Now this is first strike. Now I can play the Seer Slicer. This is going to make 2 blockers. And it would be easy to attack with everything there on that previous turn, or on this turn. However, I think that if my opponent has removal spell plus Harvester, artifact or creature, they can sack the blood. To be fair, I feel very good about this. They still can sack the Harvester to hit the Bastronaut or the Seer Slicer. The Seer Slicer makes a lot of sense. Now I can play my Lord if I don't draw a land. I'll block, and I'll block. Two lands exiled. I have a Lord. This is an attack for 8. So they go to 4. Fable's fine. And that's all they had. Okay. Going to game 2 against Rakdos Sack. Chain Whirler seems good. Squeeze seems decent. They're probably gonna have a lot of fire magic. So let's cut a Legion Loyalist, let's just cut 2 Legion Loyalists. Try it like that. Because we're playing a mid-range mirror, we kind of want to go up on the curve. Play as many big windmill slam style effects that we can. Play the den. We're gonna save the battle cry until super late. Okay. Clockwork Percussionist is a good example of a card that looks really good and plays very well, but it doesn't really scale into the late game, like pretty much at all. Let's get a Sear Slicer down. Next turn we can play a Bomber. The following turn we can play double Sear Slicer, and then the game just gets out of hand extremely quickly. Torch is fine. If only they could see our hand. Let's play the Mountain. Get the drop kick down. They can sack the Percussionist to Fatal Push it, but I don't know if that helps them like at all. Mayhem Devil will not be doing enough here. This is a situation where you just pass, as crazy as it is to say. Because we can go end of their turn Collected Company, untap Collected Company. We can go to their end step. Collected Company. Another Lord is amazing. They can theoretically sack the Clockwork Percussionist to the oven, then shoot the Horde Master twice after they crack their food organically to kill my Lord, which they should do. It'll give me a death trigger, but it will take another Lord off the battlefield. They choose not to. Now I get to go Coco again. They don't do anything. We're going to grab Chain Whirler. And they concede while we're thinking about our Coco. Good match, opponent. Well played. Okay, so we went 3-2 in that, finishing up what we're playing last week. Overall, this deck feels strong. Let's jam a couple best of one games and then Kaladesh and Throne of Eldraine. Interesting packs to get. Let's play best of one a couple times. One match. Ranked. Best of one. Pioneer. It's funny, all of the standard decks are technically Pioneer legal. Just see if the main deck is good or not. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. We can go 2-drop into 3-drop into Coco. Okay, this is the sacrifice deck, part 2. If we draw 2 more lands, we can go Bomber, Coco, Double Lord. And that might just be good enough. Sometimes all you need is a plan. And the game will take care of the rest. Get dropkick down. No attacks. Familiar is fine. Oven is also fine. Kills the Lord. Now we can go pay 2 life, play Battle Cry, pump, combat, attack, make a dude. It's also a 2/2. Battle Cry is nasty. It's one of those cards that allows you to get aggressive stupid fast. Like if we would have had a second Lord here, insane amounts of damage. They bring it back, lose life, I gain life. Or I lose life, they gain life. Now they have 3 mana, but we're gonna untap, and if we have a land, go double Lord. If not, we can go double pump with Battle Cry. Deadly Dispute's fine. Blood Tithe is good. So we didn't draw the Lord. Let's see if we can kill them. I guess there's no reason to activate. I could just play Scamp. Combat. Oh, I could have held up the activation until after I made this token. That's what I could have done. Because then it would be 4, 8, plus 5 is 13, plus 4 is 17. They block 5 of it, go to 12. Sure, so they have enough toughness to block. And trade with the Dropkick Bomber. Okay, so they can hard cast a cat. They have another cat in the graveyard. And a third cat. I mean, the Battle Cry is the right choice. Because next turn I'll just go double pump. Sure, that's fine. Astronaut's fine. Do I even need to pump? I mean, I think, yeah. I go to combat, 2 attacks. This is fine. Next 2 attacks. Everything can attack. Coco for a chain whirler? No chain whirler. Sear Slicer Scamp though. They blocked the most of it possible. They don't die. They get to bring back a bunch of guys. I'm gonna go to 5. They have the Yigra, which means that they can do this at instant speed. Yeah. So they'll be able to go off here. Because they're going to drain me for 3. I'm going to go to 5. And at the end step, they can sack 2 bloods and a food to bring back Yigra. Well played, opponent. Well played. If I would have been aggressive, I think I'd get there. If I just double pump. Yeah. Definitely punted. Double battle cry? Yeah, it was. I totally forgot. I read this. The first part is actually the part that killed me, and I read it. So this basically requires them to not even use the witch's oven because they can just sack the. Oh, they still needed to die, I guess. But as long as I'm attacking, they're able to keep bringing it back. That's what we call punts. F's in the chat. Yeah. I was playing to surviving next turn when I should have just been playing to win this turn. 1, 2. Yeah, and the 8. That's why I do this. I do this so that first off, I get to learn my own mistakes because I get to watch them back later. And also, you don't have to. You don't have to make the mistakes. You just watch me and go, "Oh, that was dumb." Don't do that. All right. Waka pow. Yeah. So close yet so far. Rakdos sack is really cool. I think we almost outraced them there. And we would have been able to do it. We fumbled the bag. Okay, so we played 2 Pioneer games. Now, what you all are here for, craziness, Momir Vig. Let's do the weird and wacky magic stuff. I'm super excited. I haven't done Momir Vig since playing an mtgo, actually. This is something that I actually missed. I had not been able to do this because I play pretty much only leagues on mtgo. I got scared for a second because my hand was super bad, and then I remembered. So You can pay X and discard a card to create a token that's a copy of a random creature card with mana value X. Activate only as a sorcery and only once each turn. So the question becomes, do you want a 1/1? See if we can activate. Tiger Seal. Tiger Seal versus Duskborn Sky Marcher. Here we go. Vraska's Conquistador. Whoever it attacks or blocks with control of Vraska Planeswalker, target player loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Now we go. Garcia, Vengeful Victims, 4 mana for a 4/4. When it attacks a box, sacrifice at the end of combat. Enchanted creature has, whether this creature attacks, create a 4/4 white spirit creature token, sack the token against it. End of combat. Breaches, the Blastmaster. Man, I love Breaches. No blocks. Play this. Activate. Pitch of Plains. No attacks. Enters, choose 1, put a ++ counter up to 2 target creatures. Okay. Block like this. Go to 12. Eventually, we're gonna find something that's isn't that 1, 2, 3, 4 that draws us cards. Target creature can't block this turn. Okay. Getting destroyed here by the variants. When this creature enters, put X1 counters X the number of creatures you control. So it's just a 6/6. That's pretty good. All right. Come on, Momir Big. Show me something that draws cards. I guess we're on 5, not 6. 5. Forest can go. Cruel Administrator enters the 1 counter if you attack this turn. Oh, sure. When this creature attacks, create a 2/2 token. No attacks. This format's fun because you got to read everything. Like, what does that do? Trample, Ward, Haste gets +2/+2 for each time this creature attacks this game. Oh, wow. Block like this, take 8, go to 4. Jesus. Okay. No, it's 6. Pitch the mountain. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures of their choice. Get the bad ones out of here. Okay, that was actually great. Now we just need them to not get a hasty dragon. 4/5 reach. Aha. Maybe we're getting the best of it now. 7. We just got a 4/4. Just a measly 4/4. No attacks. It seems that being on the draw is really important. Ooh. 5/5. It's just a 5/5. Firebending 2, technically, I guess. Because I have this extra mana to work with, not 10. X is 7, pitch this. 5/5 flyer is something. I think the variance on the higher like costed creatures is like really high. Yeah, this is just a 4/4 with menace. Seven. That's a 5/6. It's a good blocker. Up 2. Interesting. So they theoretically could pick up cards to have more discards later, but then they set themselves behind in mana. Seven. 4/4 menace, ward, haste, when it attacks, sack any number of other creatures, extra top X card, lever, extra total power. No. Oh, I've made a horrible mistake. Let's hope they don't see it. Oh, they do have 4 more permanent cards in your graveyard. They get to bounce something. Okay, so I super die here because not only do they have a dude with menace, which requires 2 blockers, but they also have 3 other attackers. They don't see it. Okay. Oh, and I just play a land. I'm a genius. And by genius, I mean dumb. Okay. We totally punted this. Another Cemetery Desecrator? Does nothing. But they have 2 menacers now, which require 4 blocks. Do they swing? Okay. They haven't figured it out yet. 6/5. Put 8 toughness here. You can't kill both of these creatures. Oh, but now we get access to 8 drops. Okay. Pitch this. Razaketh. I mean, we're still super dead. They figured it out. Opponent figured it out that they can win this game just with attacks. They had lethal for a couple seconds. I definitely punted by attacking that first time. But I think if they have that same sequence, I don't think that, and by playing my land, of course. But first game of Momir Vig, let's keep playing. I think we're just gonna keep jamming. Honestly, this feels like a lot of fun. Okay, let's start with. Do we have a forest? No, we have a mountain. Pax is one. Pitch the island. Begin step second. Okay, play another one. They don't want to discard a card. Interesting. So they're of the opinion that super late game is important. I can understand that. Doorkeeper's role is actually going to be crazy. Doorkeeper shuts off like half the ETBs, or half the game. I was going to say half the game. Because a lot of creatures have ETBs, and that's how they get value. Soldiers get +1/+1. Does that matter? I'm kind of the opinion that 5 drops might be the most important in like CMC in this, because if we just do this every turn. All right, maybe that one wasn't the greatest. Eat the 2/2, take 5, go to 9. I mean, they have a 2/8. Oh my god, we have a Tender Shoot Dryad. Bounce, 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 sure. Tender Shoot Dryad is like bomb. Prowler seems good since Momir discards, kind of advantage. Okay, actually, I didn't even think about that. You're right. I was like, why do I want to draw more cards? It's because I get to keep paying lands. Man, this Tender Shoot Dryad is going to be insane. Magnifying Glass or Thinking Cap. Okay. Agency Outfitter, I see you. Looks at the library full of basics. Make another 3/3. Activate. I'm gonna do 5 again. I'll decline. Because I discarded a card, I'm gonna pay a life to draw. And then I can play a land. You're at 4. I could take 8 in the air next turn. So attack like this. They have to block all 3 of them. I guess they don't technically. They have to block 1 of them. So this 3/4 eats the 3/3. I mean, if they want to do this, they trade their flyer or chump their flyer even. Tendershoot Dryad for the win. Ugh, Toxrill. Thankfully, this Tendershoot Dryad has 2 toughness, not 1. I'm in danger. All right. See if the strategy of 5 drops is legit. No. Combat. Everything. Maybe? Opponent? So last game we got blown out by our own idiocy. This game we got saved by variance. Tendershoot Dryad is a nasty magic card. I love playing during the set. Ixalan was a great time in Magic's history. All right. We're 1-1 in the Momir Vig thing. Let's keep going until we get 3 wins. Okay. Exclusive nightclub. You give me a Spider-Man card. Interesting. Okay, so cards that I want to discard over here. Cards that I want to keep over here. Whenever opponent casts a blue or black spell, I get a counter on this creature. This isn't standard? Foundations, what the hell? I choose not to make a 1-drop. Pitch an island. Firebending 2 is really good. I can actually pump this every single turn. That's pretty good. This is a 1/3. Whenever you cycle or discard, it gets +1/+1. That's pretty good, actually. Let's go 2/3. Pitch this forest. Put a shield counter on a permanent or proliferate. Oh, it's discard, create a token. It's not even cast. I'll put a shield counter on the Fire Sages. Then I'll attack for 2. You take the body off the board. One, two. So next turn I can make another 2-drop. Proud Pack Rhino seems sweet. 3-1. Sure. Man, these intro deck cards are just insane. You always forget that they exist because no reasonable person would play them. So I can go activate. I would pump, but I think it's just better, if I'm being honest, to just keep doing this. I don't know. Now I don't know. They can trade with the 3/3 if they want. They go to 15. That's actually a combo. So they're attacking for 3 every turn now in the air. Swamp first. Now we can test out our theory that 5 drops are busted. Yeah, Volatile Arsonist, 5 mana for a full 4 minutes haste. When the creature attacks, does 1 damage to each target creature or planeswalker. And Night, whenever the creature attacks, does 2 damage to each of them. Oh yeah, and it will just never flip. Oh, and? It's an and? That's crazy. They can't really block. They're at 7. Now this is an attack for 6 in the air. I'm going to go to 9. Oh, Jesus. Tival's insane. So we're going to go to 1 if they attack. And Tival can block. Oh, wait, no, we have lethal. Let's still do the thing. X is 5. Pitch this thing. One attacker, shock, and then menace so it can't block. Oh my god! 5 drops for the win! Why did it flip Momir rules, I guess? Yeah, so it immediately becomes day. If no spells are cast, then it would flip to night. Because we can never cast spells, it immediately flips to night. I was assuming it would just forever stay day, but of course I've been playing for a while and I don't even know what the day-night cycle does, I guess. It's definitely not one of the most intuitive mechanics. It's a token though. Yeah, no, that's the thing. We didn't cast a spell, so we technically cast no spells. So it immediately checks on the end step. If a player casts no spells, then it becomes night, which it did. Crazy. So we're going to put the islands and the plains over here. Mountains, swamps, forests over here. And let's do the thing. Giant Militant's good. It's a jackal pup. Tokens don't have. Oh, I totally missed that. You're totally right. Tokens don't have backsides, so it shouldn't have been able to flip. Another reason it shouldn't have flipped. And then I think we do actually lose that game if that's the case. That's fascinating. Only on Arena, right? Play a forest. Pitch the plains. My grizzly bear can become 3 damage when I need it to be. It's either 2 damage over 3 turns, which is 6, or it's 6 damage over 4 turns, but it's evasive, so I would lose out. It's better to just keep attacking with this, but of course, if they have blockers, you can jump it for the win. I really liked mtga Hour of Devastation. Like that, as bland as Sand is, it was a lot of fun, and the format was pretty high powered. Of course, the mono red deck was very strong, and I like playing aggro mirrors. I think that's, in my opinion, one of the best tests of your metal as a Magic player, and it just feels so good to like navigate an aggro mirror. It just feels very, very strong. All right, they make a food token. Jund colors down. Pitch the plains. Behavior end step investigate for each opponent who lost life this turn. Whenever a clue you control is put in a grid within battle, make a 1/1 white black spirit token 5 only once each turn. Tesa Opulent Oligarch. This card's still in standard, which is crazy. I think the 3, 4, and 5 drops are really where this game is made. You either win or you lose, and it's not even close. Darksteel Hydra immediately dies. That's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll pitch the mountain because I already have 2. Gonti, oh hell yeah. I gotta buy Gonti Night Minister because now that goblins are in standard, I want to be able to use Krenko to steal someone's deck. I think that would be so cool. This is one of those cards that just like snowballs so quickly. Like we run out of cards, it doesn't matter. We have your cards. All right, opponent, I believe in the Gonti value. X is 4. Then make a 3/1 flyer. Play this. And then we can activate this for 5, which is the optimal amount. Gain 4 life, because why not? Not the Tesa. All right. Gonti's also, I'm seeing that Gonti's insane because we can also steal their lands. And it's somehow better than the original Gonti. Because you take every time that they hit, you take a card. It's like the reverse Enduring Curiosity, which is kind of ridiculous. They're tanking on whether or not to do 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, or 5s. And I think, honestly, you should just jam until you get to 5. And then you have to have a game plan. of what CMC you think is going to win you the game. I think 5-drops are probably the best. At least maybe I've been getting very lucky, but I feel like there's a lot of really good 5-drops out there. Oh, they thought they could do it at instant speed. Pitch the Swan. Yeah, it's very swingy. They probably thought that they could, like, in response, activate and flash in like a creature that says counter target creature spell, like when it enters counter a spell or something. But in reality, no such luck because it has to be at sorcery speed. We're kind of just windmilling threats, and we're going to see which one sticks around the longest. Sigarda. Wow. That's pretty strong. And they can see. Good game, opponent. Well played. Yeah, that's tough. I think they either automatically passed, like just by tapping the spacebar on accident, or they thought that they could leave up like instant speed Momir Vig value, but it was not to be. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. If you enjoy Goblins content, if you enjoy listening to Ramble, please subscribe. Easiest way to support the channel, and it's free. If you want to do more, support the channel. $1 a month gets you out on every stream. Sorry, I ate some garlic earlier. Again, I've been sick, so you know the all the vitamins, all the nutrients, and as many good vibes as you can send my way, please send them my way. I'm eating chili tonight. I'm very lucky. My girl's making me some chili to help me feel better. I ate a whole solid piece of garlic, and hopefully that helps me too. But yeah, we streamed Pioneer and then a little bit of Momir Vig, spice it up a little bit, keep things interesting. If you want to see more stuff like this, comment down below what kind of like different kinds of gameplay you want to see on the channel. I'm down to do anything Goblins related, and this kind of stuff is fun. Like I like drafting, I like anything random. So just let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe if you enjoy Goblins content. I'll be here all week. I play a different format every day. Yesterday was Standard. Today is Pioneer. Tomorrow is Pauper. Thursday is Modern. Friday's Legacy. Saturday is either a RCQ or a challenge, and then Sunday Fun Day. Sometimes we do Vintage, whatever we want to do. So I'm gonna read off the YouTube channel members and the Patreons. If you want to join the Patreon, it's in the channel description. You can go get a free tier, gives you access to the Discord, and you can support me. There's a tiers of support if you want to help me on my Magic journey and help me go to these big tournaments. I go to the NRGs because I'm a local to the Midwest, as well as I'm trying to go to more RCs. I got my regional championship badge right there, and I'm trying to go pick up some more of those. So if you want to support me, you want to see me on my Magic journey, I record all my stuff when I'm out there. I vlog as much as I can. So any support really does mean the world to me. So I'm gonna read off the members and I'm gonna crash from the top. We have 2 members in the Green Goblin tier. We have the Real to see you in your account, and we have a Krenko Mob Boss, the tier called Krenko Mob Boss, Adam. Big shout out to the legend Adam. And then we have all of the YouTube members from the top: Alpha Ronan, Tim's Top Decks, Elias Sutter, The Darth New, ADD Y100K, Jared Munster Man and Annan, Roberio, Cypher777, The High Wumpus, AJRB, Ron, Gorfisker, Sliver of Nope, Scott McIntosh, Javier Hugo, Valeroth, Yorminger, Terrieth, Nina Brito, Checker Philosophy, The Green Ranger, Stanton McCain, the new ones, Danny Alexandria, Sergeant Farmer, and Uncooked Burrito, and the newest one, Hilltop Healthy, and you. Thank you so much for watching. It really means the world to me. Till next time, I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace.